So today I'm just feeling this warm acceptance coming through me. I just started recording. A lot of times I will take notes throughout the day, listen to, spirit or the universe or whatever you want to call it, or my higher self. I feel these messages come through where it feels like I have to write them down, and I take a bunch of notes and then I do a reading later on in the day. This one's coming through really fast, and it's saying, just start the camera and see what comes out. And what's coming out is that everything is love. Everything originates from love, even fear. With the Nine of Swords at the bottom of the deck. Even fear, because you're afraid of losing something that you love. So ultimately, it's all coming from love. And I feel like you're having some sort of realization with the Seven of Pentacles at the split. Sort of the same, maybe you're on sort of the same wavelength I am. You're feeling this warm acceptance, even though there's terrible things happening. Even though there's obviously, negative forces afloat and a lot of injustice. I mean, it's almost like it's being revealed, like it's been a thing that's happened since recorded history, injustice and the chaotic destabilization of the scales. But now that we're able to all realize it and physically see it on our phones, black mirrors, or whatever screen, it's being broadcast live. Now there's more of a collective awakening. And I feel like you're starting to catch a wave of that. You're starting to look around and say, despite the horrors, I am so powerful. Like, I am still here. I can have night terrors and I can see, day terrors and still persist and still hold on to a dream for not only your individual self, which you are entitled to, it's your birthright. Pleasure and joy and excitement and contentment are your birthright. Not only for you, but for the globe. And as the Four of Wands comes out, more your beliefs are sweetening for you, it seems. And even though, and it surprised you maybe, like, even though there's so many horrible things happening and there's so much that goes against your moral code and the collective's moral code, you can still hold a future that's better for everybody, right? Yeah, Four of Swords. This might be a short 3-card pull. We'll see, though. Temperance is coming out. I'm not taking reversals today. Everything is pulled upright today. Temperance. Yeah, you are the container for balance. It's like, what is that word? Atonement. It's like, ding, you got the atonement bell rang in you. I don't know. I feel like you started vibrating, at a frequency. I know that's said a lot in these communities, but it really makes sense for this reading. You are able to, you're realizing that even no matter how hurt you are, no matter how big the pain, it could be an insurmountable amount of pain or seemingly so, and you can still take back the power and take back your pleasure and reconstruct your vision or remember your original vision or both. You are able to stay on, the sunny side of things without it being toxic positivity. You're becoming a container for the light and the dark. You're really starting to, like I said in the last reading, go back and listen to that one. You're really starting to reorient your shadow's projection. You know what I'm saying? You're really starting to, before it might have been like this, where you're at odds with yourself, where you feel powerless, where you feels like you can't look away from the madness, but you're like, what the fuck do I do though? And now you realize that you are not on your own. You are part of a growing collective. And it's kind of like you can see that we already, Judgment. Okay, Judgment, this is a great reading. This is going to be longer than 3 cards, so this is the 4th card. Judgment is coming out right after 2 of Swords. Your beliefs you're no longer judging yourself. You're no longer condemning yourself for the illusion that you aren't powerful, the illusion that it's hopeless, and that there's nothing you can do. No, it's never been so obvious, right? Like I said just a minute ago, it's like we won the battle already. Like there is a future, which I feel like is not so distant. The devil's coming out right after judgment. The future is ours, okay? And there's a lot more of us than there are of them, if that makes sense. And there is a time where you see, maybe you are able to gain just a slight throat chakra glimpse, confirmation of like a heaven on earth. And you can feel it, like you can smell it. It's not that far away. You've caught the scent. And the devil wants you, to think that, actually, how do I say this? It's like, well, see how they're here and these two prisoners, but they can just remove their chains. They're loosely bound, right? And it's only like an image of like intimidation. It's not really anything bad, that's going on. It like without gaslighting yourself, like there is bad, but you can see that there is a future. And if you can see it, then it is. And so it is good, all good. Like I'm saying, not the individual actions that the perpetrators are, all committing at once and like patting each other on the back and saying, self-deluding in a circle. That's just casting a spell. And now we're all like together right here, you and me on these devices. This is a real connection. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. This is a message sent out to you. Eight of Swords coming out. We've got swords and wands showing up as the suits and 3 major arcana in the spread right now. So we're dealing with thoughts and beliefs. I lost my train of thought. Hold on. It's like I said, we are acknowledging victims' pain. We are acknowledging like true martyrdom. We are acknowledging that there's bullshit amongst us, if you know what I'm saying. And at the same time, we know that, look at that gun. Like we know that we're strong enough to pull through this together. And we don't have, people keep saying, we need to organize. And then there's other people, collaboration, 3 of Pentacles, and the Pentacle suit is coming out in this spread to show us that we're dealing with the 3D, matters of the 3D here. And see how this card is kind of like cryptic and a little mysterious. It's not exactly like a overall positive image, but like we are colluding together in these circles. We're coming together, we're conspiring, we're breathing together in these circles. And it's like, we don't have to try to organize. The trying will happen through us. We don't have to fret on that part saying like, oh my gosh, like what do we do? This is a huge movement, okay? Like, you'll hear people in these communities say something like 5D. We're in the 5D, where we realize that it does all come from love, okay? And it's self-organizing. Okay, the pendulum is swinging. There's judgment. The pendulum is swinging in the other direction now. As, the bad guys get louder and louder, I hear extinction burst a lot. And this is going to actually work out for you too as an individual. This is giving you a very strong sense of purpose. This is giving you that love energy to infuse into all your projects, all your manifestations, all your collaborations, your friends, your chosen family, your love interests, your children. Like this movement is affecting all of us. Like I said, atonement. Somebody dunged a bell, okay? And it's going to work out for you too. You're going to get more fruitful. You're going to be more financially abundant and secure. Even though you might have nightmares, or you might be up at 2 in the morning scrolling, not emotional discontent is in the cards today. And I think obviously so, right? I might have to go into a part 2. Yeah, let me go into a part 2.